Hoxton is a tremendously diverse and exciting neighbourhood. It's very historic, dating all the way back to Anglo-Saxon times, and it's the nearest residential neighbourhood to the historic city of London, through which half the world's wealth seems to flow. But it's also one of the most deprived neighbourhoods, and some of the issues that people face are around housing, overcrowding, insecure tenure of housing, and the church is really committed to trying to work on these social needs together with people in our local community. That's why we are trying to develop an affordable housing scheme as part of our redevelopment. But as well as this, part of what the redevelopment will enable us to do is keep on providing things like food bank centres and winter night shelters, toddler groups, pensioners' teas, places for people to come and learn new skills so that they can find pathways into work, and also to provide affordable co-working space in our crypt, perhaps for students or startups, people who are setting out maybe in the creative industries or in some social enterprise. So we're really committed to working with all the people of our neighbourhood to try and help meet their needs and help develop people.
This project has the opportunity to provide a lot of training and learning opportunities for a number of people, such as Acorns Trust through the new sensory immersive way of learning and connecting to heritage. Other groups such as Hull Grange, who are an open prison based in Redditch. This project will be supporting the Resettlement to Work programme, which is their rehabilitation programme, and really that's to help the men enrolled as part of the open prison to reintegrate into society and to improve their confidence and employability skills.
It's the seat of local government, Sunderland's first magistrates court, and also Sunderland's first library and public reading room. And at one point it even housed the fire cart in the entrance.
To work in an area like the East End takes special people, and I think the CCT have been very sympathetic towards that, having local people on board as ambassadors and just people with a massive knowledge of the area and knowledge of the people of the area. You've got to get to the heart of the East End, you've got to get to the heart of an East Ender.
The performing arts gives the community a voice that sometimes they don't know is within them, so I think the Canny space can bring that voice out in the community.
The regeneration of this church is going to bring a lot of things to this area. It's a chance for some people to gain employment. It's a chance to bring families back together again. It's a chance to become part of what was the heart of the community.
The minute I walked through the door, it was such a beautiful building. I just felt in love with it, really. And talking to the local people, they felt the same. It was the most important building in their village. They'd suffered a lot of loss already: post office, doctor's surgery, school, all the things that rural communities have suffered over the last 50, 60 years. We decided we would form a trust and see if we could save the building and find a new use for it. Now it's going to be reopened. It won't just be a closed monument. It'll be a working building which still fulfills the central point of their community.
Well, the church, St Mary at the Quay, has been here for over 500 years. So before it was this wonderful heritage and wellbeing centre that you can see today, it was a church that had been redundant since the Second World War. It was actually falling down. It was very sad and sorry for itself. So this church would have served the community in this parish for many years, but actually it's about serving this new community of people who live in flats, who perhaps don't have a space to come and meet with people and feel part of something bigger here.
We're living in a very, very stressed society, so to have a place like this where people can just come. I've actually got several patients that say they just come here when they feel really quite down. They just come here and sit and be. And how lovely is that, that there's a place that they can feel safe enough to do that.
And we've had a very close association with the CCT ever since. They've supported us every inch of the way. And of course they've got national expertise, and you know, this is the thing that they do so well. And without them we never would have progressed beyond stage 1, I don't think.